Hello Year 2, I hope you've had a really nice weekend and you've had lots of rest and lots of fun with your family. It's Monday today, so I will go through your timetable for the day. I've put that Minions picture on again. Happy Monday. Well, I hope you're all smiling at home. Right, so we're starting with our reading comprehension. As you know, today we're looking at reading something called Lunchbox, the story of your food. These answers need to be written in full sentences in your book, so make sure you've got your book ready. Make sure you write today's date and the title of what we're reading. Then we're going on to our core skills. Maths, you're going to need paper or your book today. Spellings, we're going to be doing our spelling quiz from the spellings that we were learning last week. And then English, we're going to be looking at diary entries. We've also got your connected curriculum reminder on there, those 2 activities to complete over the course of the week. And we've also got the mindfulness activities that I've added on the end. Just a reminder that if you're finding it really, really tricky, your grown-ups are finding it tricky to fit it all in, there is no pressure. Break it down. I know some of you have been doing reading one day, maths the other day, and vice versa. Do what you need to do. Stay safe, stay happy, and just try and get a little bit of learning done in there if you can. Okay, don't feel any pressure. Right then, we're going to have a little look at our reading now. So, what I would like you to do is read this little bit of text, and then you've got 2 questions here. So, read it, read the questions, make sure you've got an idea in your head of the answer. When you're ready, press play and we'll look at the answers together. So pause it now and have a little look. Okay, hopefully you've managed to read that and read the questions and come up with some ideas for some answers. Okay, so what your answers might look like. So the first question was find and copy 2 things you could have in your lunchbox. So 2 things that you might have in your lunchbox are something and something. So you need to fill in 2 different things. And then for D, which word mean the same as wondered, instead of ticking, you're writing the words something means the same as wondered. Pause it now, write in your answers. Remember, you can go back and look at the text if you need to. And then we'll look at the answers together, so press play when you're ready. Okay then guys, so find and copy 2 things that you could have in your lunchbox. So I'm going to read it to you. Lunchbox, the story of your food. Do you take a lunchbox to school with you? There are lots of different things you could have in a lunchbox, such as sandwiches, juice and fruit. So what could our answers be here? That's right, you can see here I've underlined the bit that says having a lunchbox because we know that's what we're looking for. So it could be sandwiches for one, juice for this one, or sandwiches and fruit, or fruit and juice. As long as you've used sandwiches, juice or fruit and you've picked it out from the text, it can be any of those. Which words mean the same as wondered? So we've got thought about, stared at, picked up or eaten from. Now this is a tricky one because this isn't something you can find in the text. This is something that you need to know. So it's a language question. It's picking out that vocabulary and understanding it. So we can have a little look at the context of that word wondered. Have you ever wondered where your food and drink come from? So could that wondered be thought about? Have you ever stared at where your food and drink come from? Does that make sense? No. Have you ever picked up where your food and drink come from? No. Have you ever eaten from where your food and drink come from? No. Have you ever thought about where your food and drink come from? Yeah, so you can use those words in that context to check it. So you should have the 2 things that you might have in your lunchbox are sandwiches, juice, sandwiches and fruit, juice and fruit. So as long as you've got 2 of those things, that's fine. The words thought about means the same as wondered. I wondered what we were going to do today. I thought about what we were going to do today. So that's your reading. If you didn't get it right, have a little look now and check that you can understand that. Put that word wondered in your vocabulary, in your brain. Remember that, because that might be something you want to use when you come to do some writing, or you might come across that word again. So well done, guys. That's your reading. We're going to move on now to our core skills. So remember, you've got TT Rockstars, hit the button, or you can just do some calculations on your board, or you might have some little games and things that you can play at home. Whatever way you need to do it to practice your core skills is absolutely fine. Remember, if you feel like you're ready to move on to something else, please let us know, and we'll move you on as and when we feel you are ready. Okay, so pause it now, do your TT Rockstars, and when you're ready, come back and we're going to do some maths together. Make sure you bring your book and you need to write the date. Right then, guys, moving on to our maths now. And we're moving on to a different topic this week, something we've not done yet in year 2. So the learning objective is, can you describe the movement of something? So I want you to have a little think now. What different words can we use to describe movement? So to describe how something moves. So pause it now. Maybe make a list of things, or just have a think. And then I'm going to show you some different ones in a minute. So when you've had a little thinking, you've got at least 1 or 2, you can press play and we'll have a little look which ones you could come up with. Off you go. Okay, so we could say that something's moved left or right. Now, we've done lots of work in school about this, so if you're finding it tricky, if you hold your fingers up in front of you, your thumb and your finger, like it does here, if it makes an L, then it's the left. If it doesn't, it's the right. Okay, so can you see left and right? So you could describe the movement of something by saying it's moved left or right. We could also say something's moved backwards, or something's moved forwards. So what I would like you to do now, just as a little warm-up, is using the words, the directions, forwards, backwards, left and right. Give directions to a member of your family. Or, if they're busy, I've put some directions here. So you can move 2 steps forwards, 1 step to the left, 3 steps backwards, and 4 steps to the right. So you're either giving directions to a family member or getting them to give you them, or you can have a go at Mrs. Mulliner's if you're doing this on your own. So 2 steps forwards, 1 step to the left, 3 steps backwards, and 4 steps to the right. Have a little go. Pause it here. When you're ready, come back and we're going to look at how we can use this to solve some problems. Okay, so hopefully you're all confident with left, right, backwards and forwards, and you're ready to have a little look at how to do it challenge. So we're going to do one together. We're going to practice, okay? So here it says the spider has moved something steps something. So the first thing we need to do is, what do we need to find on our map? What do we need to find on our map? The spider, okay. So here is my spider. So we need to look at the arrow to see how many steps he's done. So he's gone 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps. So he's moved 3 steps. Now we need to decide, has he moved forwards, backwards, left or right? What do you think? Have a little look. Has my spider moved forwards, backwards, left or right? That's right, he's moved forwards because we can see that the arrow is pointing this way and the spider is moving forwards. So we would put the spider has moved 3 steps forwards. Okay, the next one, the bee has moved something steps something. So here is my bee. How many steps has he moved? 1, 2. So remember, you're using the squares to help you know how many steps. So he's moved 2 steps, and has he gone forwards, backwards, left or right? Forwards. Let's have a little look then. So the spider has moved 3 steps forwards, the bee has moved 2 steps forwards. Now if we look, your turtle, if the bee was to move this way, would that be forwards or backwards or left or right? It would be right, wouldn't it? So what you need to do because you've got one here. Now all I need you to do is to write, and you can draw the picture, the sentences. So the turtle has moved 1 square, and you need to write in whether it's forwards, backwards, left or right. Okay, then we've got the ant, and then these ones, the something has moved 2 squares up, so you need to write in the animal or draw the animal there. The something has moved something squares down, so you need to look, think which one could be down. So down and up are the same as forwards and backwards. So forwards would be up. So, well, actually that depends, doesn't it? So the bee could be going forwards or up, and the spider could be going forwards or down. So you've got to have a little look carefully. So pause it, write them stem sentences in your book, and when you're ready, press play and we'll look at the answers together. Off you go. Okay, so the turtle has moved 1 square forwards. You can see he's moving forwards and he's moved 1 square. The ant has moved. What direction is he going in? Forwards, yeah, because he's facing this way, isn't he? And how many squares has he done? 1, 2. So the ant has moved 2 squares forwards. Then the bee has moved 2 squares up, or it could be 2 squares forwards, couldn't it? And the spider has moved 1, 2, 3 steps down. So if you've got them right, give yourself a tick or a dot. If you didn't get it right, have a little look now and a play and see if you can figure out what I mean by that. So you can pause the video and you can have a little look and see if you understand that. When you're ready, move on to the secure it. Okay, so this is a similar thing but slightly different. Okay, so we're going to practice together. And we need to record the movements on the grid. So this time we've got the movements and we need to record it. So on your paper or in your book, you're going to have to draw this grid and the 4 animals. You could get a grown-up to do this for you. Don't worry about your drawings, they don't have to be perfect. It could just be, you could just put T for turtle, A for ant, B for bee, S for spider. Completely up to you. But we're going to look at it together. So the turtle moves 2 squares to the right. Okay, so have a little go at this. What do you think you need to do then? 2 squares to the right. You could use a counter to show you this. So do we think that this is 2 steps to the right? Look at the way the turtle is facing. So the turtle's facing this way, isn't he? So that would be forwards. We need him to go right. So if we want him to go right, I'll just try and get my pencil to work. Doesn't want to work by the looks of it. Oh, there we go. It would be this way because he's going to the right. 1, 2. Okay, so that is my turtle moving 2 steps to the right. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do an arrow but it's not working, so we'll just do the line. Okay, the bee moves 2 squares forward. So nice and easy one is going 1, 1, 2 steps forward. I'm not sure why that's not working. Maybe I need to get rid of that one first and do one at a time. Let's try that. 1, 2. So your bee would move to here. Okay. The next one, the ant moves 3 squares down. So if you look, he's going in a down direction. We'll go 1, 2, 3 steps down. He would be moving into this position next to the spider. And the last one, the spider moves 1 square left. So remember to use your hands to help you if you need to. Which hand makes the L shape? Okay, so to go left, the spider would go this way. Okay, so I hope that all makes sense for you. We're going to have a little look now at your... Okay, so here is your challenge. So using the map that you've already done or drawing one now, you need to show me those different, record those different movements on the grid using an arrow. So the turtle moves 1 square right, the bee moves 3 squares forwards, the ant moves 1 square down, the spider moves 1 square up. Pause it now. When you're done, press play and we will look at the answers together. Off you go. Okay, so you can see I've done different colours to help us here. So the turtle moves 1 square to the right. He would go into this box. Give yourself a tick if you've got it right. The bee moves 3 squares forwards. 1, 2, 3. So he should be in the same box as the turtle. The ant moves 1 square down. And the spider moves 1 square up. So check your answers. Give yourself a tick if you've got it right. If you found that really tricky, you might just want to do some talking and some work around it and ask your grown-ups to direct you. You could make a really big grid like this outside and use some objects and move them and get your grown-ups to ask you to move them. That might be a nice idea. So if you didn't want to draw them, you could make this outside and get some cuddly toys and move them. As long as you're showing me that movement with the grid and how the animal is moving, that's fantastic. Okay, if you need more work, go and practice that. If you're ready for the deepen it, then carry on watching. Okay, so Amir says the sheep has moved 2 squares forward. Is Amir correct? Explain your reasoning. So it needs to be a tick if he's correct, a cross if he's wrong, and then a Amir is correct or Amir is incorrect because, and give me your answer. Pause it now. When you've worked out the answer, press play and we'll look at the answer together. Okay, so Amir is correct because the sheep has moved 2 squares to the left. Sorry, he's incorrect, isn't he? Because he hasn't moved forwards, he would be going forward this way. He's actually facing this way and he's moved 2 steps to the left. So the way in which the animal or the thing or the object is facing is really important. If the sheep was facing this way, then yes, he would have moved forward. Because he's facing this way, he's actually doing a side step, 2 side steps to the left. So it's really important that you look at the way he's facing. Well done if you got that right, guys. It was a really tricky one. That's the end of your maths now. So I'm going to suggest a little break. When you come back, we're going to be doing our spelling quiz. Once we've done that, we're going to be doing our English. Okay, so go and have a nice break and a snack and come back when you're ready. Okay guys, welcome back. I hope you had a nice little break. Take one last look at your spellings from last week. So we've got, remember, we were looking at that spelling pattern where the O is making the ut sound, the short vowel sound. So we've got other, mother, brother, nothing, cover, money, some, dozen, wonder and done. So pause it now, have a little look. When you're confident and ready, press play and then we will start. Okay, so you're going to listen to the spellings that Mrs. Mulliner asked you to write. If I go too quickly at any point, remember you can pause the video to give yourself time. You're going to write them in your book or on a piece of paper. Okay, so if you haven't got your paper or your book, go and get it now and pause it. If you're ready, the first word is cover. I will cover up my purse. Cover. The word is cover. Number 2. The word is wonder. I wonder what I will do today. The word is wonder. Number 3. Mother. My mother always gives me hugs when I'm sad. The word is mother. Number 4. Some. I would like some sweets today, please. The word is some. Number 5. Other. We need to listen to each other. The word is other. Number 6. Brother. I'm always kind to my brother. The word is brother. Number 7. The word is nothing. I have nothing left on my plate. The word is nothing. Nothing. Number 8. Money. I will save my money in my money box. The word is money. Number 8. Dozen. I have a dozen eggs. The word is dozen. And the last one, number 10, is done. We were all done. The word is done. Check you've got 10 words. If you haven't, you need to have a little look to see which one you've got missing. The words were other, mother, brother, nothing, cover, money, some, dozen, wonder and done. And now it's time to check your spellings. So you're going to have a little look. Give yourself a tick if you got it right. Give yourself a dot if you got it wrong. Work out how many you got. And remember to email us either a picture of your spelling quiz or let us know what score you got. I don't think we got any of these last week, so it'd be nice to know how we're getting on with those spellings. Once you've done that, so if you pause now and check your spellings, you're becoming the teacher and marking your spellings. You can then press play and we're going to look at our English together. Okay, so first question for you to think about today is what makes an engaging diary? Now we've done lots of diary writing at school, so hopefully you will be able to tell your grown-ups now or be thinking in your head of all the amazing things that makes a diary engaging. Okay. We're building up our diary writing skills so that you can write your own diary about your thoughts and feelings. So once you've got an idea of what makes an engaging diary, we're going to have a little look together. So, when you write a diary entry, you are writing about a day in the life of a real person or a character. So you're either writing as yourself, saying what you've done, or pretending to be a character and writing about a day in their life. So the diary entry needs to sound as if the person or the character has written it. So it needs to be written from their point of view. So what word, if we're writing it from their point of view, what word will we be using lots of? Yeah, so it's that I, my, me. Okay. It also needs to be exciting and interesting to read. Now, you are all fabulous at putting interesting vocabulary into your work. So I know it'll be exciting and interesting. So to get this right, there are a few easy steps to follow. So at the moment, it's a little bit strange with everything going on. So we'd like to know how you are feeling right now. So we thought it'd be useful to share your thoughts throughout the week. So this links into that mindfulness as well, and talking about how you feel and being open about your feelings, and then somebody being able to help you. Because if we keep it inside, nobody knows, then they can't help us. So each day we would like you to write an extract about your day using the features that we discuss as a focus for each piece of writing. So each day you will tell us a little something about what you have done. So just a quick check-in about how you're feeling today. So we've got prepared. Hopefully lots of you feel prepared. Mrs. Muller feels prepared for a Monday morning. Interested, hopefully. Motivated, confident, reflected, connected, focused. Hopefully lots of you are focused. I know it's tricky being at home and lots of other things going on. Cheerful, thoughtful, curious, shy, sleepy, frustrated, unhappy, confused, unsure, discouraged, judgmental, irritated or angry, okay? So have a little think about which one you're feeling. You might just want to call a grown-up in and say, this is how I feel today. How do you feel today? But today's focus is going to be on time. So the time that your event is taking place. So we want to make sure that you're spelling your days of the week and the months of the year accurately. So your first job, if I just show you what it should look like, it must have the date and or time. So it can be written at the top of the page like this. So here, Diary of a Young Pirate, Friday the 13th of October, 1718. So if you're doing yours today, it would be Monday the 4th of May, 2020. Or it can be included in the first few sentences of a diary entry like this. It is past midnight, but I'm still wide awake because my day has been so exciting. So we've got the date here, but we've also got the time as in midnight, or it might be day or morning or nighttime or evening. Think about different times you might put in there. This is important because it tells the reader exactly when the diary is being written. So your first job is to remind yourself of the days of the week. Okay? So there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Okay, so hopefully you've remembered that song and that will help you with your practicing your spellings. So can you look, cover, write and check them to check you spell them correctly? If there are any that you're finding really tricky, so Wednesday, then you practice that one over and over again until you've got it. Tuesday is another tricky one, isn't it? Make sure you know how to spell these words. So when you're ready and you've had a go at practicing those, moving on. What we would like you to do today is write today's full date at the top of your page in your diary. Now, you are going to be working on diaries for the next couple of weeks, and each day you're going to be doing another extract. So it's up to you whether you just want to use the school exercise book that we sent home, whether you've got an old notebook, or whether you want to make your own scrapbook. So you can see around the edge here, we've got pictures where somebody's made their own journals, and I know that you and your parents will have lovely ideas about how you can do this. So if you want to spend today making one, so it's beautiful, and then adding your bits in each day, you can. Do whatever makes it most fun for you. So a diary is a place to reflect and write down how you are feeling. So what you need to do today is figure out what you're going to use as your diary and write today's full date at the top of the page in your diary. That's it, guys. So all we want you to do is figure out what your diary is going to be look like, where it's going to be, and have a practice at writing that date. Okay? You could have a go at writing a sentence about something you did today. So today I really enjoyed it when I played in the garden, or today I really enjoyed baking with Charlie. Whatever you did, so have a little think. But what we need is some kind of diary that you're going to use each week, and you practice in that days of the week. So it's not a big writing job today, but it's getting that diary ready. Okay, right, just moving on then, a little reminder about the Connected Curriculum project, and how as long as you're doing 2 activities each week, doesn't matter which ones you're doing, okay? I've seen some rain gauges coming in, some pictures of those. I've seen lots of drawings for the British objects, which is really nice to see, and I've seen some lovely maps of the UK. So Thank you for the children that have sent those in, and keep up that work. Thank you. I know there are lots of different activities to do in there. So the final job today, thank you for all your hard work. We are really appreciating everything you're doing. But the final thing today is your mindfulness challenges. So one of them is to listen carefully with your eyes closed to any sounds you can hear. So this could be a sit in the garden when you need 5 minutes just to relax. Close your eyes and see what you can hear. So I know Mrs. Muller's doing this now, and I can hear the birds tweeting and singing. I can hear somebody mowing their lawn, and I can hear little footsteps coming, which probably means my Charlie's coming. Okay, so it's just allowing yourself to have 1 minute to think about what you can hear, and really connecting to what you can hear and allowing your body to relax. So that's one idea for today. Another one is take a walk and concentrate on the act of walking. So what movement does each leg perform in each stride? Which part of your foot hits the ground first? What does the ground feel like underneath your shoe or your foot? So again, the first one was about listening. This one is about you feeling. So you're connecting to your body and you're thinking about how your body is working to do something. Another way you could do this, if you weren't walking outside, you can maybe get like a soft mat or something under your feet and feel how that feels when you touch it. So those different textures on your feet might be nice. It's just about allowing your body to relax and have that time to relax. Thank you for all your hard work. I hope you've enjoyed today's learning. I hope you managed to choose one of these mindfulness challenges, or it might be that you really like one of the breathing ones or one of the other ones we did. One of my favourite ones is to say one thing you are grateful for every single day. That's a really nice one. So that's something you can keep doing. It's really easy. When we're sitting and eating dinner, I'll say to my Charlie, what have you really enjoyed today? And I'll say to Mrs. Mulliner, what are you really grateful for today? What's made you happy today? And we just have that little conversation. So just bear that in mind. And remember, you can email Mrs. Mulliner and say, Mrs. Mulliner, what are you grateful for today? I am grateful for... I'd love to hear some of these mindfulness challenges that you're doing. I will be back tomorrow with some more mindfulness challenges and some more learning. Take care, guys, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye.